Alright, so that video that I did with the venison roast, that came out pretty good and people liked it. And I'm going to use the higher quality camera side of my phone this time to make a video. The last one I did on the, I guess, on the selfie side, and it's whatever. Anyways, this time I'm going to use the same approach, do the same thing, and do it with pork ribs, wild pork ribs. So I have some in here. I think I have some up the top here. There we go. Ribs, P3. That's pig number 3. It just helps me keep track of what to eat first and stuff. So, a lot of people eat ribs. Not a lot of people eat pork ribs. The reason being is because they're going to be a lot tougher than, you know, what you're going to buy at the store. And there isn't a lot of fat on a lot of them that you get because it's a leaner animal because they're out there running around because they're wild. But what I did with the venison roast, which isn't the most tender cut at all, it came out, I mean, it was amazing. So I'm pretty sure I can do the same thing with pork ribs. I'm going to lead you through it. Alright, so here's some ingredients that I found. I'm not going to use all of these, but I'm going to choose. This Wild Eats burger dust, I'm not going to use that. However, there is some Wild Eats citrus lime kind of seasoning that this guy makes. I think his name is John McGannon, and I've met him a couple times. This stuff is awesome for seasoning. I'm all out of it, and I'm down to the burger dust, which is great. So if I get a hold of the ginger seasoning before then, I'll probably use that as the seasoning. Sea salt is always good, I think, with any pork. Here's Tuscany pumpkin, gluten-free. It's pasta sauce, but I think it tastes good, and I bet it'll work great in that. Pineapple chunks, always good to go with pork. Tuscan style white bean. I'm just using pre-made stuff here that's not even meant for, but I think it'll come out great. Now this, I'm probably going to use for sure. Smoky pulled pork seasoning sauce, and definitely some Creole seasoning. So those two things are probably what I'm going to go with. I might add some pineapple to that, and then possibly some other seasoning. Alright, so one ingredient I was just thinking about that would be great to use would be baked beans, barbecued baked beans. Slow cooked with wild pork ribs for 3 hours or so. That pretty much is guaranteed to come out good, because why wouldn't it be brown sugar style? And I think it's this guy's ribs too. So not only do a lot of people, they see animals on walls and they call it trophies and all that kind of stuff, which sure, it can be that, but it's so much more than that. We eat everything that we take out in the field. We keep it here because it's kind of like pictures and stuff like that, and selfies that people take with their animals. I think it's kind of like modern day petroglyphs or hieroglyphs. You know, obviously we have different technology, and we're proud as hunters what we can accomplish. We respect the animals, but we're also proud, and it puts food on our tables. So, and that's the truth. I mean, I will eat it. It doesn't, you know, but I do not have to go to the store to buy meat. So, because I hunt all the time. So, all the meat, probably 99% of everything that I eat when it comes to meat, is because I've hunted. And I give a lot away to people, my entire family, all that sort of stuff. So, I don't think it gets any more pure than that. That's why I do it. It's awesome. It's good for you too. Alright, so I got this cast iron heating up, and what I'm going to do is brown the ribs. I think there's two ways to do this. You could cook it first the way I'm going to do it, and then throw it on the grill just to kind of get the grill effect, but I'm not going to do that. I'm sticking with the cast iron. So cast iron, it's heating up. I'm going to throw this on there. I got to cut it in half because this is not big enough to put the whole thing on there. Here's my mix. I decided to use this smoky pulled pork seasoning sauce, pineapple chunks. I've got Creole seasoning, and I put sea salt in there because I like it. So this is just super high heat, and I'm just going to add some color to it, brown it on both sides, maybe 30 seconds or something on each side. so that's the brown piece of meat, and I'm just rubbing in this Cajun season. All right, so now what I'm going to do is just mix this in there. Normally, you only really need to use a pan like this before you put in the oven if you're going to cook, like say saute onions or get potatoes to start cooking or stuff like that. I think it's best to do the ingredients in the pan and get those cooked, and then you add the meat, cook that together for a little bit, and then put it in the oven. But this that I have in here, you're not really cooking any of it. This is just going to be for flavor. Alright, so here it is. It's cooking pretty low right now. I'm just going to get it warmed up and then cover it. I'm actually going to cover it with tinfoil right now and then put it in the oven. Alright, so this is warmed up. I'm going to put it in this high-tech oven, as you can see that I have. I don't know. Might go to Home Depot tomorrow. Might not have time. But anyways, I got it at 225. I'm gonna put it in here, and I'm going to check it again in a few hours, probably 3 hours. So that's it. All right, here it is at 3 hours. Just pulling it out to check it. It's looking pretty good. Those bones, I could just pull those bones right out right now, but I'm actually going to cook it for 2 more hours just because I want it to be even better, and I think it will be. And here is after 6 hours, or no, 5 hours. So I just took the top off right now. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good. Okay, let's see here. Oh. That has that's super tender. That's the best I've ever had the ribs, for sure. Wow. Well, so I fell asleep. I've ended up cooking these for just over, I think, 5.5 hours. It's 12:30. I set my alarm, so I'm not too talkative right now. But this is really awesome. This came out great, and as you can see, I mean, that's wild pork ribs. That's kind of hard to do. Because usually it's, you know, it's a lot tougher. The flavor will be there, but it'll be a lot tougher. But I'm pulling this pretty apart with my fork, which is awesome. It's fantastic. So now I've got the whole other slab to do. All right, guys, have a good day. Thanks.